You're 10 years old, and you have just snuck into your father's suitcase. Not because you are hiding, because he is flying to Germany this morning, and Germany is hosting the World Cup. The suitcase is moving now. You can feel the wheels on the airport floor. Your heart is going so fast you are sure someone can hear it. You stay completely still. Then a scanner beeps. A guard asks your father to open the bag. Your father unzips the suitcase. You look up at him. He looks down at you. Long silence. You decide the best move is to speak first. You tell him you have always dreamed of watching your favorite players live. That you already looked up the stadium online. That you are sorry, but honestly, not that sorry. He stares at you for what feels like a full minute. Then he laughs. Not a small laugh. A real one from deep in his stomach. He lifts you out of the suitcase right there in the terminal, still laughing, and a security guard nearby is trying not to smile and completely failing. He does not take you to Germany. But that night, he sits next to you on the couch and watches every match of the tournament with you. Every single one. He calls in sick to work twice. At the final whistle of the final, he turns to you and says, "If you want it that badly, we will find a way." You do not know yet what that promise is going to cost him. Level 1. The kid who kept coming back. The club your father finds charges €15 a month. It is 40 minutes away by bus. You go 3 times a week, which means your father rides that bus with you 6 times a week after full days of work. You find out years later, he complained about it constantly to your mother. At your first training session, you are the worst player there. Not second worst. Worst. You lose the ball every time someone comes near you. You fall over twice on a dry pitch. The coach, a quiet man named Mr. Abra, puts you in goal for the last 15 minutes just to keep you out of the way. You hate being in goal. You come back on Thursday anyway. And Saturday. 6 months later, Mr. Abra pulls you aside after training. He tells you something that stays with you for the rest of your career. Talent shows up. Hunger stays. You're not sure yet which one you have more of. But you're starting to find out. Level 2. The trial. You are 13, and there's a scout at your regional match. You do not know this until after the game when he walks over to your father near the car park. You watch them talk from a distance, pretending to retie your boots, readying them so many times your laces start to fray. The trial is at a professional academy. 2 weeks away. The night before, your father irons your kit. Not just the shirt, the shorts, the socks. He irons the socks. You do not say anything about it. There are 40 boys at the trial. 4 spots available. You do the maths on the bus and immediately wish you had not. The first day you play well. The second day you take a knock early and spend the afternoon convincing everyone, including yourself, that you are fine. The third day, the head coach, a tall man who barely speaks and watches everything, stops the whole session, walks onto the pitch, and uses you to demonstrate a passing drill in front of everyone. He does not explain why he chose you. He just does it and walks away. You get one of the 4 spots. On the bus home, you call your father. Before you can say anything, he asks, "Well?" You say, "I got in." He does not speak for a moment. Then you hear him breathe out, long and slow, like he had been holding it for 2 weeks straight. "Okay," he says. "Okay." You both know 100 things just got harder. Neither of you says that part out loud. Level 3. The ones who didn't make it. You are 15. You have survived 2 years of cuts. The academy releases players every July. It always happens on a Wednesday. By Tuesday night, the whole dormitory goes quiet in a way that has nothing to do with the lights being out. Boys who have been here for years lie awake staring at the ceiling, running the same thought over and over. Was I good enough? Did they watch me in that match? Is it me? Your roommate Daniel gets released on a Wednesday morning. He has been your closest friend for 18 months. He is faster than you, stronger than you, more gifted than you in almost every way. The coaches shake his hand and thank him for his time. He packs his bag in 40 minutes. You help him carry it to the car, where his mother is waiting. You do not know what to say, so you say nothing. He hugs you once, gets in the car, and you watch it drive away down the road until you cannot see it anymore. You stand in that car park for a long time after it is gone. That evening in training, you play the best session of your life. Not to prove anything, not out of guilt, but something about watching Daniel leave makes the whole thing feel real in a way it did not before. Like it is something that can actually be taken from you. You never want to forget that feeling again. The following July, you are still here. Level 4, the debut. You are 19. You have been a professional for 7 months, but it has not felt real yet. Reserve matches, quiet stands, Tuesday nights in the rain. Then your club's first-team midfielder tears a ligament on a Thursday. The manager calls you into his office that afternoon. He is a man of very few words. He tells you are in the squad for Saturday. He tells you to sleep well and not to eat anything unusual before the match. Saturday comes. The stadium holds 18,000. It is not full today, maybe 12,000, but when you walk out for the warm-up, the noise hits you in the chest, and your legs feel strange, like they belong to someone else. You have to remind yourself to breathe normally. You come on at 63 minutes. The first ball that comes to you, you control it, turn, and immediately give it away. The crowd groans. You feel heat rise to your face. Second ball, you control it, keep it simple, move. Third ball, same. Fourth ball, you win a foul 30 yards out. Then in the 78th minute, you pick up the ball and play a pass through a gap that nobody else in the stadium even saw. Your striker runs onto it. Shoots. Goal. The stadium erupts. Your striker runs straight to you, grabs your face in both hands, and screams something you cannot hear over the noise. You are laughing, and you do not even know why. You played 27 minutes. You completed 6 passes. Your legs are shaking. After the final whistle, you sit in the changing room and take out your phone. You call your father. He picks up on the first ring, which means he was watching, even though he told you last week he was too nervous to watch. You do not say much. Neither does he, but you can hear him smiling through the phone. Level 5, the grind. Nobody talks about the middle years. Everyone talks about the debut, the big move, the breakthrough moment. Nobody talks about the part that comes after, which is most of it. You are 24. You start every week now. Your name is in the team sheet before the manager even reads it out. You have become dependable, which is the highest compliment in this game, even when it does not sound like one. But dependable means 42 matches a year. It means you are on a flight Sunday, and training Monday, playing Wednesday, traveling Thursday, playing again Saturday. Your body is something you are constantly managing. Ice on your knee at 11 at night. Physio at 7 in the morning. A left knee that swells if you push it too hard and swells worse if you do something stupid. You do something stupid in March. A challenge you did not need to make. You hear the sound before you feel the pain. 6 weeks out. You sit in the stands for 11 matches wearing a suit watching other people play your position, and is the hardest 6 weeks of your career. When you come back, the manager starts you straight away. No easing in. He trusts you. You run onto that pitch for the first time in 6 weeks, and the crowd gives you a reception that catches you completely off guard. Your throat goes tight. You are not ready for that. You score that day. First match back. You do not plan the celebration. You just run until you end up in the corner with your arms wide open and your eyes closed and the noise coming at you from everywhere. Later, your father texts you one word. Destiny. Level 6, the peak. You are 28. You do not know while you're living it that this is the year. You only know that later, looking back. A Champions League semi-final. Your club against one of the biggest sides in Europe. The first leg is away. Their stadium. Their crowd. 80,000 of them. The noise is not just something you hear. You feel it in your chest, in your hands, in the soles of your feet. You go 1-0 down in the 14th minute. Your team looks rattled. Before the match, the manager said, "Whoever stays calm, the longest wins." You decide that person is going to be you. You slow your passing down. You take an extra touch when everyone else is rushing. You talk the whole time, calling for the ball, calling for your teammates, filling the space that panic tries to take over. 61st minute. You get the ball 30 yards out. 2 men close you down. You play it first time through the gap between them. A pass so clean that even the opposition fans make a sound. Your striker controls it. Shoots. 1-1. Your team wins on away goals. In the tunnel, afterwards, the opposition captain, a man who has won this competition twice, catches your eye and nods once at you. You will remember that nod longer than you remember the result. Level 7. What it cost and what it gave. You retire at 35. Not with a big send-off. One last season at a smaller club, coming off the bench, giving younger players what experience looks like up close. Quietly, the way most careers actually end. Your last match is a Tuesday evening. For 1,000 people in the ground. You come off in the 68th minute, and the crowd stands up for you and walk down the tunnel and sit in the changing room on your own for a long time. 17 years. 431 appearances. 61 goals. A league title. A cup. That Champions League semifinal you will never stop talking about as long as you live. A national team debut you watch back so many times the file on your phone stopped working. Your father was at every home match he could get to for 17 years. He missed 11 in total. He kept count. You did not even know he was keeping count until he told you the night you retired. A few months later, you take your nephew to a qualifying match. He is 10 years old. He spends a whole first half asking you questions. Why did he do that? Why did they drop so deep? Why is the goalkeeper standing there? You answer every single one. Second half, he goes quiet. Something on the pitch has got him. A young midfielder does something with the ball, and the crowd rises, and your nephew just stares. You watch his face, and you know that look. You have worn it yourself. In an airport, at 10 years old, looking up at your father from inside a suitcase. The look that means, I want that. I do not know what it costs. I do not care. You put your arm around him. You do not say anything yet. You let him have the feeling first.